Greetings, Marines! FiOth here, and as I live and breathe, we got a patch today. Right after I was bitching about nothing coming out yesterday on the stream. It's always good news, it's always good news. I said I would avoid confusing the algorithm with the two-game formula, but it's a patch, guys, and I will not leave you in the dark. I've made a commitment here and I'm gonna stick to it. So let's read through these suckers whilst watching some extreme regicide with 3 techs with heavy turrets, the Adventures of the USS Hampus. Patch deployment times will vary according to platform. That pretty much means that PlayStation is getting the sharp end of the stick. That's how life is. Weapon and attachment changes. Fix the bug where the OCAP 91 Vulcan wouldn't stumble enemies after the first hit stumble. Okay. Fix an issue with gun per procs that would sometimes cause them to trigger twice, granting 2 stacks of their buff per proc. They should now only trigger once per proc. Fix the bug where timing discrepancies that resulting in players dealing less damage due to a single frame delay in the firing of some weapons. This is the no damage being dealt bug that I talked about in previous updates, and some people called me crazy. Okay? Fix the bug with the machine gun reticles pulse once the weapon has reached its match spread reduction. Okay. Perks and attachments associated with fire burst weapons will now trigger with the first shot. Fix the fire rate display for burst weapons, so now the proper fire rate will be displayed. Guns M41A3 burst rifle. Fix the bug that causes the 4-star perk to decrease stability on hit while in ADS. The 4-star perk now properly increases stability on hit while aiming down sight. Fix an issue with the Type 99 incinerator that could cause a progression blocker in the only way to be sure, breach. Shit! Imagine playing 4-1 insane and something goes wrong because of that gun and you have to start over. Animation related. Holstered guns are now visible when switching to a sidearm if the holster slot is not already filled. Fix the bug when some doors in the Giants on the Earth and the Gift of Fire campaigns would behave strangely after being opened. Fix the bug that caused idle animations to break on the matchmaking string after changing handgun muzzle attachments. Fix the bug that caused Xenos to appear to fall through the floor after vaulting. The falling through the floor thing has been a constant messy standard since the last big patch. Audio. Fix the bug where a weapon's audio could repeat after the player has stumbled, otherwise incapacitated until they fire the weapon again. Fix the bug that caused a burst of audio prior to mission start. Okay. Campaigns. Fix the bug so that synths now spawn properly in the first encounter and the only way to be sure breach mission. They didn't remove that fight from the mission to make it more viable because they wouldn't add any health packs. They just bugged it out, so we'll have more synths now. Fix the bug where players could get sent on missions they didn't have downloaded when playing as a client. Whatever that means. Challenge cards. Fix the bug with the main weaponry only challenge card that caused VFX and audio to go missing until swapping to the sidearm weapons. Okay. Consumables. Players now receive a message to alert them when a vulnerability assessment drone is already in use by another team member. That's very good because we were just clicking the button and nothing would happen. Fix the bug that caused vulnerability assessment drone to sometimes refresh when the timer runs out. Okay. Enemies. Maintenance synths now have the appropriate amount of health for each difficulty level. Okay. Environment. Made visual improvement to most textures in the game. That's always welcome. Now, kits. They made some changes to kits, guys. Let's take a look. Demo. The fire and forget perk now deals increased area of effect damage as expected. Good. Doc. Fix the bug where players wouldn't heal if they place a suppression on pre-killer station while it was out of energy and then refilled by picking up a medkit. Very good, because picking it up and putting it down again in high density scenarios would be impossible. Gunner. The mobility perk now properly increased the duration of the stay on target passive ability, thank God. Gunner. The short control bursts and let's rock perks now properly apply to the first shot of each burst in addition to the second, third and fourth shots of the burst. Additionally, they now provide non-automatic guns with the benefit state in the tooltip. Previously, most non-automatic guns were getting no benefit from the perk. Okay, great. That's great. Recon. The Recon class will no longer be able to fire their weapons while placing a support drone and will need to let go and repress the input to fire again. Okay, that's logical. Again, Recon, the Eye on the Prize perk now provides 15 combat rating as expected. At last, this has been an issue since day one. The Bloodhound ability will now only display the no valid target notification for the player that's activating the ability. Okay, so not everyone will get that kind of info on their screens. Technician, fix an issue with charge coils that allowed it to recharge in half the time. Okay, guys. I know. This was a mess. Technician, fix the bug where the charge coil's ability area of effect would not trigger the disrupting technology perk. These guys have been watching our stream, guys. UI, fix the bug where some waypoints in Priority 1 Rescue would sometimes not appear on the motion tracker. Fix an issue where there was inconsistency between the distant values of waypoints in the game with what showed on the motion tracker. The center dot no longer turns off when loading into a mission if the option is enabled. Enemy outliers are now turned on by default for standard. Fixed a bug that caused character appearance changes to save even after choosing to exit the menu without saving. Like there is a saving option. That's probably PC related. The HUD will now indicate which member of the fireteam is holding a mission item, such as a power cell. Good. Fix a bug that would prevent the notification from displaying to inform a player when their ammo and aid kit's capacity is full. Good. Fix the bug with the hidden caches that sometimes cause the notification to incorrectly repeat the name of the first team member who opened it, with subsequent players open it. Okay, that's of no consequence. Added a message to spectator mode so that team members know who they are spectated. Fix an issue where the patch into network marker was not appearing on the motion tracker in the Priority 1 rescue mission. Okay. Now, general fixes. Fix the bug so that the technician's charge coil ability will no longer stick to coal in the elevator. I didn't know. Oh no, I know that this was a thing. I also have an awesome picture of it. I might release it at some point for a giggle. Fix the bug so that Santos stays in the frame during conversation with him on the elevator, on the Endeavor, sorry. Fix the bug where a Xeno would sometimes get stuck in the ceiling during wave knife in horn mode. Now, guys, now you're fixing this half a year after all the blood, sweat, and tears. Fix the crash that could occur when deploying dog suppressor station ability while using the combat team's ability and beneficial side effects perk. Okay. Fix the bug where players could occasionally interact with intel they had already opened. Fix the bug where pinging would not work properly when holding a mission item like a power cell. Fix the bug on Xbox that could prevent the player from joining a main if the host disconnected and then reconnected to the internet after sending out an invite. Fix the bug that sometimes caused the lever to unload when spectating another player. Players now start with thumbs up, point, and no way emotes equipped by default. Players can no longer join sessions with players on a different version of the game. Players can no longer ping for help after getting killed in action. Field effects created from exposure now properly scale the radius based on paired modifiers. Players must first load into the Endeavor before they can join a queue. Players can no longer ping while emoting with a controller. Fix the crash resulting from switching profile with Windows Game Pass. Fix the crash that could occur when a player tried to spectate another player while near an interactable object. Maintenance sensor in their docking station will now spawn at the appropriate difficulty level because they were always killed by a couple of bullets, like if they were made like of tissue paper. There is also a bug that's been here from the get-go. When you run the game via the Microsoft Store client for Game Pass, for example, and you tinker with the settings like the resolution, isotropic filtering and all that, and then you play it again on the Xbox Series S, Series X, it would take the configuration from the PC and run with it on console. So if you get your resolution and effects to like their lowest setting, you'd get potato mode on Xbox. But if you increase isotropic filtering to 16 times, for example, you get awful frame rates on Xbox. I don't know why the API is so open, makes no fucking sense. Anyway, so guys, this is a patch for aliens. This is great. They ironed out some stuff. We'll have to field test it, of course, because every time we hear that something got fixed, we get a patch that kind of breaks the game tenfold, and then we have to wait for the other patch and pray to, I don't know, the Queen Mother that it will actually get fixed. But this is good news. At least they're working on the game. We cannot hate on them for working on the game. Every time something gets added or gets fixed, or they at least put in the effort of fixing it, it means that they're still here. They don't talk to their community, they don't talk to the players, they don't communicate. We're back in the Stone Age, but at least they're putting in the work. We can be optimistic about what's coming next. It's been FiOth, guys. I'm keeping true to my promise that I'm not abandoning this game. Don't worry if you see less content. Watch yesterday's channel update to see why I'm not putting out as much Aliens content these days. It's all tied to what's promoted on YouTube, guys, and I really don't want to risk the growth of the channel at this point, but I am here always on Mondays streaming Aliens, running Sherpas, and come May with the new content. Let's hope we get some. I'll be knee deep in Aliens once again. Get a membership for the channel, visit my Patreon if you really want to help me out, guys. It's very, very important for keeping the lights on. Sub, like, and share if you want more content like this. And until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers.